Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Um, I am starting the day welcoming everyone to our second Litter Summit. Really excited to see what comes out of today, considering the wonderful progress that we've made in the 2 years during COVID since our last summit. My name is Phoebe Coles, and I am chair of the board of directors for Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful, an organization I love and have been affiliated with for over a decade. I'm grateful that you made it a time in your schedule today to join us. First, I want to thank our sponsors, the Department of Environmental Protection, DEP, and PennDOT, Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, for helping coordinate this event. Our state agency partnerships provide the foundation for our work. Please know that we are extremely grateful for the time and effort and resources they put in to support our cleaner, healthier, beautiful communities. We'd like to thank our platinum sponsors, the PA Beverage Association, really happy to have them on board, Dow, Republic Services, and our gold sponsors, Encina, Lancaster Solid Waste Management Authority, and Red House Communications. And as a board chair, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the board for stepping in also to provide sponsorship dollars for this event from their personal giving. So thank you, board, for being responsive. Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful believes that having partnerships with private, public, and charitable sectors, are key to advancing our mission of empowering Pennsylvanians to keep our communities clean and beautiful. So we thank everyone at every level for their support, including all of you who are here today. I would like to ask KPB, Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful staff, to stand if they're in the room. Most of them are outside. So that does me no good for the next statement, which is, if you need anything, please ask them. But they'll be in and out throughout the day. And I would also definitely like to thank them for their support and their work in pulling together this wonderful day that we're about to experience together. Of course, housekeeping. So, of course, we're a waste organization, so in order to minimize our waste, our agendas are on the table on table tents. The password for Wi-Fi is also on the table tent, and there's a QR code for the speakers' bios today. Of course, the cell phone thing, turn your cell phones down, turn them off, let them vibrate, I don't know. But try to like make sure that we're mindful of everyone in the room. So my first duty and pleasure is to introduce today Jenny Lawson, who is CEO of Keep America Beautiful. Jenny took the helm of Keep America Beautiful in early 2022. Prior to joining Keep America Beautiful, Jenny served as Chief Civic Innovation and Corporate Citizenship Officer at the Points of Light Foundation. Just a little thing. Which is a global nonprofit founded by George H.W. Bush, dedicated to volunteering and civic engagement. There she led the Corporate Service Council Center for Excellence. The center is dedicated to building the capacity of the corporate sector for high-impact civic engagement through volunteering and philanthropy in the United States and around the world. I would like Jenny to come up and join me.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out early. To my colleague, Randy, thanks for making it from LA. He was in LA just last night at 4 o'clock, so somehow he made it here this morning, so thanks for making the trip over. It's great to see everyone. I am so excited to be here with you. Shannon has been a terrific partner and leader during my onboarding here at Keep America Beautiful to really help me understand what it looks like when great engagement around litter, recycling, beautification, and inspired leadership looks like. So I am incredibly grateful, Shannon, and really excited for today. Thank you very much. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about what I'm hearing. So as the new CEO of an organization, you've got a couple of jobs, right? One is to make friends with the board, and the other is to make friends with all of those parts of the organization that represent what the heart and soul of the work actually is. And for us at Keep America Beautiful, that is our affiliate network. So we have a network of an estimated 700 organizations across the country. Those are organizations, if you're an affiliate of KAB or Keep America Beautiful, raise your hand. So you can see some of these great folks. They are leading work happening in local communities from coast to coast, top to bottom across this country, and in a couple of other countries around the world as well. And so really a core part of my job has been getting to know and understand them. So I've been on a tour since the middle of September. I have Ohio is the last state before the holiday season, but I have, I think, 9 under my belt at this point where I've been around talking to affiliates and listening. Part of what I did in that onboarding process, if you've read the first 90 days, talk to your stakeholders. So I went and talked to as many of the state leaders as I could get on the phone and really started to learn some things. So what you're going to hear from me this morning is a little bit what I'm hearing from the rest of the country and around the world and how I'm starting to think about what that might mean for Keep America Beautiful, for the work that we all have the opportunity to do together. So let's start in the beginning. And I also thought this might be a way for you to get to know me a little bit. So that young person in the photo there is my daughter. That is a lake just outside of Anchorage, Alaska. She went to Alaska on an AmeriCorps service opportunity a long time ago and hasn't left. Alaska's beautiful. She's now a medical student there. So I went up to visit her. But this is a lake, a beautiful, clean and pristine lake just outside of Anchorage, Alaska. So it's a great opportunity to ask us to imagine a world. Imagine a world where everything is clean, green, and beautiful. And to extend that, to imagine a world where people are engaged and proud of their communities, where there's less litter, and where recycling is available, the scope of recycling, and recycling rates are high, where green spaces, waterways, community spaces, public spaces, and art spaces thrive, where kids thrive, and where we all can recover and move forward to something new. At the end of the day, that's why we're here. That's the community and the opportunity of what we're doing together, everyone in this room. Actually, this was my first Keep America Beautiful cleanup event. Actually, it was a gardening event out on Governor's Island, just outside of New York City. So it's just amazing that that's the strawberry yield from about an hour of picking, and you can see Manhattan in the background there. I love this picture. So we are excited as a network, and in Pennsylvania, you are adding numbers to this like very few other states. But across the network, we are excited every year by the Great American Cleanup, about the work we do together every spring to get our communities clean and beautiful, mobilizing tens and millions of volunteers, picking up billions of pounds of litter across the country, beautifying communities, and bringing not just the work of cleaning up and removing litter from our communities, but also the joy and the hope that comes along with when people see other people and engage themselves in cleaning up where they live. We are, at this moment, at a very important point, right? We've all been through an incredible experience together, and we're trying to find a way to come back, to reconnect and return, to come back to work in many, many cases. Business is changing in this moment, how it thinks about producing the products and services that it produces and what its role is as a citizen in community and around the world. We can see that in the Larry Fink letter that called on companies to up their social responsibility game and their reporting of that work to their stakeholders as part of deciding whether you invest in that company. They are making commitments externally, companies are, big commitments for zero waste, for reduced carbon footprints. And the accountability time for some of those commitments is rapidly coming towards them. So companies are looking for solutions in new and exciting ways. And then there's Gen Z. They are coming to all of us with a new expectation for engagement and for responsibility, both in communities and in where they work. And they are willing to walk away from a workplace that doesn't align with how they see responsibility and social and corporate social action. I think we last night met a couple of the youth ambassadors that are part of the Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful Youth Ambassador Program. These young people are so excited. You ask them why they do this, and because it's a passion. They want to make the work that we all are a part of their life work. We are seeing a generation of passionate youth, and our opportunity is to engage and keep them excited about what we're doing. We're also seeing the result, especially I think Florida is still top of mind for many, of a changing climate. And so we have an opportunity to either just let it continue to happen to our communities or to adapt and adopt new and innovative solutions to deal with the variety of weather and weather patterns that are coming our way. Because those costs are high. They're high for the homeowner, they're high for cities and communities, they're high for business and for the insurance companies that insure all of this. And so dealing with the cost of the changing climate is going to be an important part of what we do and how we think about the work that we do in the context of how do we abate and address some of the challenges that we see. And it's essential that we understand the environmental impact of, and the questions of equity and justice about where that impact has occurred and how we can address environmental equity in our communities and in the work that we do. Clean and beautiful places have more economic power, healthier people. Those things matter no matter the color of your skin or your economics. So we need to have some responsibility for what that can be and should be. So how will we respond? We have to change the narrative around litter. It's not waste, it's opportunity. In the conversations I've had with corporate stakeholders in Keep America Beautiful, and as I've learned from many of the folks in this room, there's huge economic opportunity in what we collect as litter and waste, and so we need to change the dialogue. KAB and its partners play a critical role in bringing recycled materials into a managed waste stream, into a circular economy. So how do we capitalize on that? Somebody asked me last week, were we capturing carbon credits for the work that we are doing? The answer is not yet, but I think we have to start thinking about what the economic opportunity is for the work that we do. We have to meet governments and producers at the point of the consumer, right? So there are a lot of players in the litter and recycling place. I think Keep America Beautiful really understands its role at the curb. So recycling partners and others are doing a great job of really upping the game for how people recycle inside their house. And they roll that cart to the curb But what about the fast food waste on roadways? What about the lack of recycling facilities at efficiency stores when you're pull off the Pennsylvania Turnpike, right? Like, where are there opportunities to bring more recycling to consumers so that it makes it possible for them to participate? What we know from business is they want the materials, right? The Coca-Colas, Pepsi-Cola, KDPs, they want your PET plastic. There's an economic opportunity to get those plastics and aluminum and other metals back into resource and usefulness in our communities. It has to go hand in hand with reuse and reduction. So what it creates, back to that earlier slide, is an amazing new opportunity to think about the work that we do as part of an economic driver of change and to bring that along with us. Technology has a role, a really important role. We're hearing from Encina about chemical recycling and the technologies for that. Recycling technologies, sorting capacity, even the ability to take cigarette butts and turn them into products and services. We have a great partnership with TerraCycle on cigarette litter reduction programs, and Randy can talk a little bit more about that work and will over the course of the days. One of the partnerships is with Dollywood, where our cigarette litter stands are in place. They collect the cigarette litter, TerraCycle recycles it, and brings benches back to Dollywood made out of those materials. So there are ways and examples of great recycling, reuse, reimagining of our work that are out there. Our job at Keep America Beautiful is bring those stories to you and get them from you, because I know so much of the work is happening here in Pennsylvania, and we'll hear more about that today. So another important part of our work is how we respond to disasters. And right now at Keep America Beautiful, we respond to disasters with trees. Our retreat program is there post-disaster a year out. So in the immediate events, pick Florida, Kentucky, it's about getting people back on their feet and back in their homes and their homes cleaned up. But what's left after that phase of disaster response is downed trees, broken buildings, litter, and a sense of longing for what their community used to look like. Retreat brings trees at that moment, because trees are hope. They're green and they're beautiful, and people come out and plant them together. They plant gardens and community gardens, and they plant trees that can help adapt to a changing climate. They plant bushes and other things that can support waterway recovery. That's the work of the green pillar of Keep America Beautiful. How do we keep our communities green and beautiful? Because it's about the trees, but it really is about hope. We are a research-driven organization. In 2020, with partnership from several organizations, we published the litter study, one of the most comprehensive studies of litter ever done in America. We've actually started talking about the next iteration of that litter study. So we go work with communities, and you'll hear much more about the Pennsylvania litter study today. We ground our work in research, and that's also done at the state level. So we work across organizations to bring the best research to the table, because the best research leads to the best solutions. We are excited for a new opportunity to start to bring citizen science research into the conversation as well, so that we can engage people in monitoring and managing the litter they see in their community and investing their time and energy in helping us. So here's the question, Pennsylvania. Can fighting dirty bring Americans together, whether it's in Pennsylvania or beyond? As Shannon knows, I am enthralled with the Pennsylvania Fights Dirty campaign. I think it answers so many questions and offers so much opportunity for real change. Because what we know from our litter study is 90% of Americans think that litter is a problem in their community. 90%. That polls better than any politician. Right? What if that's the answer? What if we can get people out in their community, picking up litter, getting to know each other? Everyone agrees that litter's a problem. There's not much that everyone agrees on in this country right now. What if we actually hold the answer? So we have an idea. It's time to come clean. So, Pennsylvania, birthplace of a nation, in 2026, we celebrate the 250th anniversary of our country. We want you to join us in getting every town and city in Pennsylvania clean and ready for that anniversary. We're going to have a big party across America. We're going to go to all 19,724 communities and invite them to join us in a campaign to get America clean and beautiful so that we can deliver to Independence Hall a certification that America is beautiful. But we need your help, so think about it and get ready, and we are delighted to be here today. Now I'm going to put on my glasses for the next part of this, which is a really exciting opportunity to recognize great leadership and partnership that can make that America beautiful and be a part of our work together. Let me see if I can make all the paper and the microphones work here. So each year, Keep America Beautiful awards amazing partnerships and innovative products across the country. And we are delighted this morning to make those Pennsylvania awards here with you. So these are 2021 awards, so a little bit post-COVID cleanup, but we wanted to do these together with you. So I'm going to start with, let's see if I can get the notes here, a little bit the criteria, right? So these are awards for innovation and outstanding partners and for volunteers and for their efforts to deliver more beautiful, clean, and improved neighborhoods and public spaces. And we have been honoring folks with these awards now for almost 70 years. In Pennsylvania, we are extremely happy to award 2 state agency partnership awards. The first of these awards goes to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. The Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection has been an invaluable partner to keep Pennsylvania beautiful since its inception, providing resources that enable thousands of volunteers to participate in thousands of community improvement projects, from cleanups to plantings in all 67 counties throughout the state of Pennsylvania each year. In response to Pennsylvania's litter problem, dedicated in the Pennsylvania Litter Research in 2019 and the Municipal Litter and Illegal Dumping Cost Study of 2019, KPB staff and board worked with the Wolf administration to develop and release the state's first ever litter action plan. The plan reflects the work of more than 100 stakeholders from state and local government, business, the legislature, and more. In addition, DEP routinely supports Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful with several ongoing programs. Through the 2021 annual Spring and Fall Pickup Pennsylvania program, PA DEP provided funding for the purchase of gloves for, get this number, 76,400 volunteers who collected over 3.8 million pounds of trash and planted 106,322 trees, flowers, and shrubs during this one initiative. That's remarkable. DEP assisted with the promotion of Pickup Pennsylvania, illegal dump-free PA, litter-free school zones, and the reintroduction of the Litter Hawk Youth Award program. DEP is a key partner in the development of Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful adoption program since 1990 and has provided funding to maintain the program that's grown to nearly 400 municipal roads, community parks, neighborhood blocks, greenways, waterways, trails, and schools. Please join me in congratulating DEP. I'm supposed to keep going. We're going to bring everybody up at the end. Yeah. The next award goes to, let's see if we got this, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation that understands the importance of keeping Pennsylvania roads litter-free and visually appealing. The agency and team of committed individuals provide input and resources based on years of experience and elevating existing programs. The partnership supports economic and operational efficiencies, leading to program growth that supports the common goal of a clean and beautiful Pennsylvania. Being responsible for 40,000 miles of roads, PennDOT, as a state agency and a group of committed individuals, understands the importance of keeping Pennsylvania's roads litter-free. And to achieve this, PennDOT began a highly visible and effective highway beautification program under the theme and message of Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful. Using the cost research of 2020, PA Department of Transportation, in partnership with the Department of Environmental Protection, spearheaded the first ever litter action plan. The study included a litter reduction initiative aimed at changing Pennsylvanians' behavior and preventing littering through the development and implementation of research-based plan of recommended actions that can be used statewide to change littering behavior over time. In addition, PennDOT routinely supports Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful with several ongoing programs. PennDOT utilizes its network of 7,500 AAH groups to promote Pick Up Pennsylvania and encourage participation through 67 county maintenance facilities. And in 2021, PennDOT's support enabled 76,000 volunteers to collect 3.8 million pounds of trash from Pennsylvania's roads, railroad tracks, trails, waterways, and shorelines. Let's have it for the Department of Transportation. Awesome. Thank you. And finally, the competitive Innovation Award from Keep America Beautiful goes to the Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful and Governor's Office partnership. This category recognizes innovation and partnerships in successful applications, presented creative or non-traditional ideas. Nominees create innovative partnerships and programs to further the Keep America Beautiful mission in one or more of its focus areas. The category does not award overall recognition achievements, but new approaches to facilitated growth within an organization. So Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful and the Governor's Office of Pennsylvania sought to shift focus to litter prevention in developing the state's first litter action plan, guided by KPB's Pennsylvania Litter Research Study and a nationally recognized model of behavior change. Strategies included infrastructure, outreach and education, regulation and enforcement, and community partnerships. The primary output from this initiative was the Litter Action Plan itself, which outlines what state government, the General Assembly, local governments, business, and the public can do to address and prevent litter in Pennsylvania. It is a collective partnership with shared outcomes that people can join, that organizations can join, that key stakeholders can be a part of. The governor released the Litter Action Plan in November at a major press event here in Lancaster. State agencies, Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful, and community representatives participated in its release. The Litter Action Plan has been widely distributed and is available on the state's Litter Action Plan website. It is a groundbreaking approach to how we address litter at the state level. We are grateful to the Governor's Office and to Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful and delighted to award them the Innovation Award. Thank you.
So if
transition to our agency panel. Thank you, Jenny. As Phoebe said, Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful couldn't do any of this work without our state agency partners, and we are so grateful.
I left my awesome pen up here. And I just want you to know, having been an affiliate in Philadelphia, this is a really competitive, spirited contest throughout the country. The first year I was an affiliate in Philadelphia, I won the most dirty cleanup, most volunteers. I did like 10,000 volunteers in a day. And literally the next year, Minnesota came at our throat. Like they were like, we are going to annex every community around us to beat you. And they did. So it's really, really competitive. But, you know, our partnerships really, really make us proud. And we win awards every year. And I'm really excited that we are able to share that, because it's usually at our national convention that we're recognized. So I'm glad we're able to share that this year. And, of course, thank you, Jenny, for your overview and recognizing our partners today.